Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming. Welcome back to part 2 of the Football Manager 2021 Conquering the Euro save with OGC Nice. In today's episode we play in the semi-final of the Europa Conference League. Such a convoluted name, but we have a chance in our second episode of the series as a whole to get through to a European final. And you can't say you can do that all too often. Now, for those of you who didn't watch the previous episode, I recommend you go and do that right now. But if you did, you will remember that in the first episode we played just the one game against Zuya. We beat them by 5-0. We've played 5 games since. We've got used to the squad. We now know our squad a little bit better. For those of you who didn't watch the first episode though, we took charge of the club in April. That was our first match against Zuya. We took charge on the 6th of April. So we've only been here for 3 weeks. The club not doing too well in the league. We're still in 12th. Even if we win our game in hand, we're 9 points off getting 6th place with 6 games to go. So, 5 games to go. So, it's very unlikely we're going to get European football, which is what makes the Europa Conference League so crucial. If we can win the Europa Conference League, then we qualify for the Europa League next year, the group stage. So that's going to be absolutely crucial. But let's just have a quick look through the results. So, the Europa Conference League, the away match we played against Zuya, we picked a lot of our fringe players. We won that match 2-1, not really much of an issue. We knew we weren't going to go to, is it Russia they're playing? No, they're playing Ukraine. We weren't going to get to Ukraine and lose 5-0, were we? So I'm not worried about that. We played against Marseille in our first Ligue game. It was a tough one, very much a tough one, but we went out there positively, had just about the higher rate of possession and got a very late goal in the 93rd minute to get a point out of that. So a good point. We then got our first win against FC Lorient. We beat them by 1-0. We were very dominant in that match. 56% of possession, 18 shots, 11 on target. But it didn't quite work out for us. Kasper Dolberg finally getting a goal in the 73rd minute. We then played against Lille, who are one of the best teams in the league at the moment. They are second, just behind PSG, 4 points behind them now. And it was very harsh for us to go and get a defeat here. I was absolutely gutted with this. Eddie Nketiah, who's on loan from Arsenal, got a late winner for them, but as you can see, we had 24 shots, 14 on target. The XG was quite high, which means that only 3 goals in this match was quite a surprise. But 50-50 possession, I don't think we deserved to lose that match. If anything, I guess we weren't clinical enough. And then we played against Chamois Niatar, I've probably completely butchered that, in the previous match. And this is a club in 19th in the league who are pretty much destined to go down. And we lost against them. Now, I put out all the youngsters, and I was going to make a really positive put in this episode about how we've got a really good team of youngsters and we've completely whooped that team. Just a match that didn't go to plan. I knew that there wasn't much to lose in the league, but because I hadn't put any of the big boys on the bench, we couldn't even fight back and scrape a draw. So one I just quickly want to forget, to be honest, but knowing that the Ligue 1 season is something we're not too worried about, I wanted to rest all my players for this match tonight. The away leg first against AS Monaco. We'll then play Strasbourg and Lille again off camera. Strange to have play a team within 3 matches of the league so late in the year, but oh well. Sleet in May? That's a strange one. That is a real strange one. Sleet in May. I guess 2020 is strange. I mean, 2023 might be even stranger. But this is the team that's going to take on Monaco then in this first leg. It's pretty much our first team side. We've got Dupé in goal, who's our best goalkeeper. He looks a pretty good player. We have got Berderani on the bench, but he's a player that hasn't played much. One that I haven't used, and I'll be completely out about this. Had no idea he was there. I just presumed Dupé was our main goalkeeper, so I'm a bit embarrassed about that. Diego Dallo, we've got Gravelon, Bamboo, and Ristic are our main defenders. We have got, I think it is it Troost Ekong, who's played a few times for us? It might well have been, but I think this is our main squad, basically. Danilo and Cyprian in the midfield, then Ndoye, Dolberg and Coman in the attacking midfield positions, with Crivelli up front. That's really our main squad at the moment. We're going to look to make some changes in the summer, but that's the squad that I've been using, obviously, throughout, apart from that game, though, we got absolutely demolished last time out. I don't want to talk about that one too much, but we have had quite a good start to our career. I really do think so. At Nice. We're playing it with some attacking football. It looks a positive way to play. The players seem to have been getting into that system quite nicely. And as you can see, it's just all about becoming a bit more clinical now. I really think that. I think that the principles are in place. It's all looking quite good, but we've just got to take action on that and start to score more goals. And I was really hoping that highlight, the start of that highlight would have been perfect there. And that's exactly what I meant, scoring more goals, but not quite. But we could have a chance here off the back of this corner. It'd be a good early goal. Obviously, away goals matter here. So a 1-1 draw or something like that would be brilliant. And there we go. We get our first goal of the tie. Mamaf Ndi and Ndiaye. Can't quite work it out. What do you think in the comments? Amaf Ndiaye is what I want to go for, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, cracking assist there from the midfielder. I think it was Cyprian who put the ball over the top to Ndiaye. I'm going to call him Amaf. It makes it much easier. Yeah, it was Cyprian with a very nice assist actually to the winger. And we go 1-0 up. Monaco into the box. Good save from Dupé. Can we get it out? Looks like we're going to go for the quick clearance from Dupé. That's it up the pitch to Crivelli. Lovely. Oh dear, that's not particularly gone great. Is it time for the counter-attack from Monaco? Let's find out. But Monaco, a team that haven't done that well this year. They're only in 5th in the Ligue, which is a position that I know Monaco have been up and down over the years. They've spent a load of money, then they've been in financial trouble, and let's say their cash flow obviously isn't that good. The accounts at the club are pretty abysmal, but it's Monaco at the end of the day. You expect them to have We're only in the 2nd episode of this series. I hope it's going to be quite a long-running one. I don't think in the entirety of this series we're going to get a worse goal than that. Dupé clears. I mean, that's got to hurt Gravelon's chest. I feel a bit sorry for him. Own goal. I mean, that's just not good enough, is it? Really isn't good enough. Joking aside, we weren't really joking, but yeah, joking aside, that was terrible. And I just hope that doesn't give Monaco the momentum now, and Monaco now go 2-1 up. It does worry me that just gives them the momentum, because we seem to start the game very well. Not quite sure now. 56% of possession for Monaco, only 44% for us. We're on positive mentality. Do we go back to counter? I think we do. I think we do for the next 10 minutes. Just judge where we are before half-time. Try and not concede another, I suppose. But 2-1, I guess, isn't the worst result in the world. Again, as I said, I wanted to come here, get an away goal. Ideally get a draw. I'm going to say to the lads, show me something else in the second half. Try and buoy them up a bit. As I said, we haven't looked too bad. If you're interested in the other game, it's Fenerbahce and CSKA Moscow. I think we could beat either of those sides in the final. But this is going to be a tough one to beat Monaco. I feel like the semi-final is the toughest one. Let's see though. Good ball again from Cyprien to Ndiaye. Can they combine again for a goal? No, they can't. And Ndiaye goes over a little bit too easily there in the box. But can Gravelon do anything here? And Ndiaye puts the ball onto Dolberg. Dolberg on the edge of the box. Can't really make anything happen. I don't think our wingers are particularly good crossing wingers. By that, I mean with Wolves, with Adama Traore, Podence, Neto, we used to just ping the ball in the box. Jimenez would take it. It's not quite happened with these guys yet. But that is a lovely goal from Kasper Dolberg. I didn't expect that at all. I am going to change this. I'm going to put the 2 wingers as inside foot. See, I don't know. Yes, we'll put them as around Doy to see how that works. I think that works because, as I've said, I don't think these players are crossing wingers. It doesn't work. And I don't think Crivelli's that sort of target man. It's not going to work in the box. But positivity is that Danilo effectively cut inside, put the short ball to Dolberg, who is in space. And we've now got 2 away goals. Rodriguez probably would have put the tackle in there. But given he's on a yellow card, probably didn't want to. But I want to tie this game by the scruff of the neck now. I know we said that I've put no pressure. I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to demand more out of the lads. But it's 2-2. If we can get 3 away goals, say we even lose 4-3, that's got to be a benefit, hasn't it? Rustic into the box. Not quite. I mean, if we lose 3-2, that's a sort of risk you take. But we've got 2 away goals here. I think it's the sort of the way we want to go. I'm a bit worried if this ends in a goal. That is a bit worrying, the fact that Baldy managed to go across the full length of the pitch and not be pressured there. I can't believe we put no pressure to the lads. I hope that doesn't affect anything now. If it ends 2 each, again, I'll be very happy. We've got to be the favourites then, haven't we, going into the second leg, I'd say. 22 minutes to go. Can we change anything? I think Coman's not had the best game, is he? Anybody we can bring on the bench for him? Not really. We'll bring Crivelli off then. As I said, he's not had a great game either. Mayo leader. we're going to bring off for him. You can see I'm getting tongue-tied already. We'll bring Sangar on as well for Cyprien. He's had a good game as Cyprien, as a deep-lying playmaker. Obviously made the assist for the first goal. I hope this match isn't going to go like some of them have, and it looks like it might well do. Not quite there, but some of these matches, as I said, we've been very much in it to win it, very much level with the other side, and then we get pipped to the post at the end of the match, and it is so frustrating. It really is. We're going to bring Gravelon off. He hasn't had the best game. It's not been terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a bit embarrassing, that own goal. We're going to counter-attack now because I think 2 each out of the first leg is a cracking result for us. Not quite a victory, not quite what we would have hoped. Here we go, 2 minutes to go and it all ends in a catastrophe. But 2 away goals, even if we go and lose 3-2 here, I wouldn't say I'd be too disappointed, but that's on the face of it. Now it is 3-2 to Monaco. I'm a bit disappointed there, and this is getting a bit disappointing, I have to say, that we're holding on to matches, and then at the end of matches, we're giving it away. That's a concern, but Monaco beat us 3-2 in the first leg. Unlucky, yeah, fair enough. Disappointed, not disheartened. Yeah, well, I guess we can't have any complaints. It's 3-2. Fenerbahce CSKA Moscow was 0-0. Let's see if it did end like that. Just have a quick butchers. Europa Conference League. Yeah, it ended 0-0. Blimey. But we've got a real chance. We go to obviously our home in the next match. We've had a fairly good run at home. You know, we beat Zoya, we drew against Marseille. These last few matches you can't really look at too much. We've got a few more matches though. It's still very much early days with this side. So we've got 2 games against Strasbourg and Lille in the middle. I mean, look at that. A game on Sunday, then a game on Thursday, then a game on Sunday again. I think we're just going to have to put out effectively second teams, especially in that Strasbourg match, and just really put all our efforts into the Monaco match. Well, if we lose today's game, I have decided that this will be the second and final part of Season 1. It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it, starting in April? But I think if we lose this, we've got nothing to play for in the league. We've got no chance of qualifying for Europe. So we might as well play the last 4 games off camera and then come back for the start of next season. But hopefully that won't be a thing because we've got the second leg of the Europa Conference League semi-final. Again, we lost 3-2 last time out. I don't have to tell you guys that. When I lost 1-0 to Strasbourg, we changed a lot of the players. And it's not really a surprise, but a really positive result. We went and beat Lille away from home 2-1. Crivelli is becoming a cracking little striker for us. 28 years of age. A player I've never heard of before, but he's done well for Nice, and he's certainly someone who gets in the right place at the right time. Lille took the lead early on, and Ndai got a goal. Again, another player who seems to be turning up. Our attacking play is pretty good. I'm going to change a few of these bits and pieces. I think playing in the middle seems to be something that's working for us, so I'm going to keep to that at this point. The same side that took part in the last game who plays today, because they played well. I know it was only 2 days ago, but I'm hoping the players can get through this, because in reality, if we go and win this match, then I really couldn't give a sod about the rest of the league. I really couldn't, because we're not going to go down. This is by far the most important thing. So I guess we just pump our fists and tell the guys we owe them. We owe AS Monaco. We're going to have an attacking focus. And hopefully this will be our day. We had 2 goals away from home. Obviously they scored 3. But if we can win this match by 1 and avoid them scoring 2, so if it ends 2-1 in effect, we'll be through to the final. I think we've got a good chance. We've gone out there with an attacking formation. We can certainly score the goals. Let's just hope that Monaco don't score too many. But it's all down to fate. Not necessarily down to fate, but all down to chance at this point. We've done what we can do. We haven't been at the club very long. We've had a few good results. Again, it's been very mixed so far, so very difficult to tell if we're playing well or getting away with it in certain matches. It is very difficult to tell that, but fingers crossed, we should do well here. It is a chance for Monaco. I mean, it'd be ideal to get a good start here. If Monaco go and score 1, then it does leave us under pressure, because we have to go and press up front, and obviously then if they go and score a second, then it's a long way back for us. But equally, if it is 3-2 to us at the end of the match, then we do go to extra time, so we've got that little bit of consolation. It's very even in terms of possession at the moment. I think that Monaco have had the better of the game. We're going to tell our players that probably we demand a little bit more from them. I mean, if we go and win this match 1-0, then we qualify for the next round, which would be ideal. But not really much has happened. if it is going to be one of those matches that are decided by fine margins, then fair enough. I'm going to show the lads that they need to show something else in the second half. They didn't play badly, to be honest, but we need to do something else. But it's no surprise, really. A few of these players are absolutely cream crackered. So we're going to put Cyprian as an attacking midfielder. He looked like a quite good playmaker last time. We'll put Sangar on for Dolberg. Coman's also looking shattered. So I think Crivelli can play on the left wing, and we'll put Mayo Leader up front. That looks good to me. 2 changes, 40 minutes to go. We just need one chance. I would hate to go out of this competition with a 0-0 here. That'd be the worst way to go out. We've got to go for this. I guess we fire up our team. 29 minutes to go. It's the first highlight we've had pretty much all day, apart from that early chance of Monaco, and it is the aforementioned Monaco on the ball, which worries me. Baldy's on the ball, puts it in. Not really much happens there, does it? No. We are playing Bernardoni, you can see in goal. He was a player that, funnily enough, I came across by chance. A bit embarrassing, but that's the way it happens sometimes. He is our first choice goalkeeper. He seems to be doing a decent job here, but not bad from our defence. Let's just get it out. I mean, really, what we should do is try and get a goal, go 1-0 up, and that's hopefully what will happen here. And then we just defend for the rest of the match. I think that's Dendoncker, by the way, playing for Monaco now. I feel like he went to Atalanta. That's Dendoncker of Wolves. I don't know what Danilo was doing there. I'll just check. Is that Leander Dendoncker playing for them? Yes, it is. It's Leander Dendoncker. So the first time we face a player who we've managed, but only 15 million. That's a steal for Monaco. I guess he's a bit older now, but that is a real steal for them. What do we do? 20 minutes to go. I guess it's all really judged by this highlight. Monaco, I don't think they're necessarily playing for a 1-0, but a 0-0, but because that will do for them, they're quite happy to sit back a little bit and invite the pressure on. But Cyprian puts the ball up, nothing really happens. I must admit, I'm a bit pessimistic here, because if there's going to be a goal, it looks like it's going to be for Monaco, but I hope I'm wrong. We're on the ball, Sangar on the ball. Can he make anything of this? Danilo, back to Sangar, into a Mafendai, and he scores! That's all we need! On away goals, we are now going through. The problem is, and I hinted at this a bit earlier, I guess, is we sit back now. I've gone from attacking to positive. I feel like that's something that's fair enough. But we sit back a bit too much, invite the pressure, and with 2 minutes to go, Monaco score and we panic. But that's just lovely team play there. A nice goal from Ndai. I feel like he's going to be an invaluable player. I feel like there's not much we've got to do with this side, you know. I really don't. He was onside, it was fine. I don't think there's a lot we've got to do with this side. We've just got to prioritise the good players and build a team round us. There's a little bit of work to do, I think, with a few of these players, no doubt. There's some improvements to be made. But I think we've got a good side. We've got good foundations, and that's always good as a starting point. We're going to keep the team the same at the moment. I'm not really sure there's any more quality to come from the bench. I know these players are absolutely cream crackered. We are going to sit back and defend now, because this is all we need to take part in the Europa Conference League final. I mean, I mocked this competition when I was the Wolves manager, but it seems a perfect opportunity for us to go and get a Europa League place. We can't do it from the league. There's 3 minutes to go now. We could even go 2-0 up here. Crivelli doesn't quite do, but that's quite happy. We can save a few seconds there, and we've done it, I think. We've done it. I cannot believe that. Monaco just couldn't do it. Just could not do it. Committed a lot of fouls. We're quite aggressive there. 52% possession. Really, they were the better team, but we took our one chance, and we are through to a European final. A very, very, very strange way to go in this season. It's not quite over yet. We deserved it. We didn't play brilliantly, but ultimately that was all set up by those away goals. Simply put, it was set up by those two away goals we scored in the first match. And we take on Fenerbahce, which is an interesting one. They've took on a lot of good teams in the Europa Conference League, a competition they've been in since the start, and have been in since the second qualifying round. So quite an incredible run, really, from Fenerbahce to make it all the way here, topping their group, playing against Dundee. That's excellent. But yeah, it's going to be either us or Fenerbahce. I don't know what the finalists get. I don't know if the finalist maybe gets a place in the group stage. I'm not exactly sure. Just says winner takes part in the Europa League group stage. I'd guess that the finalist gets nothing, because it doesn't really take place in the Europa League or anything, does it? But I'm happy with that. So as I said previously, I will continue with what I promised. And we're going to play all the rest of the Ligue 1 season off camera, because that's not something that we're really interested in, is it? As you can see, we're in 12th place. We're not going to get relegated. We're probably going to end up sort of between 9th from where we are now. So about mid-table. There's not a lot we can do about that. But one game, it's a neutral game being played at De Kuip in Holland. I think that's Feyenoord's ground. It is. It's Feyenoord's ground. And let's see if we can get some European silverware. That'll put us on a really good pedestal. And hopefully get us to qualify for the Europa League next year. So, good episode 2. I'll be back tomorrow with the final of the Europa Conference League. I can't believe I'm bringing that to you in episode 3, but the way that this save is, it's going to be a strange one. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. We are early on in this series, so I appreciate if you leave a like. Again, these videos get seen by more people, and we get to build more of an audience for this series, which would be absolutely awesome. Comment your thoughts down below as well, as particularly on how I pronounce Indai. Am I doing it right? And make sure put my teeth back in. Make sure to subscribe. That is a tongue twister. Make sure to subscribe for daily Football Manager 2021 content. I think I make these outros. I could have made something a bit better. Make sure to subscribe for daily Football Manager 2021 content. And until tomorrow, have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye for now.